What if I told you there were 3 versions of NIST 800-171? Rev 1, Rev 2, and Rev 3. But only one matters now. Because if you're building towards Rev 2 and hoping to certify in 2026, you're already behind. And with Title 48 expected to go final by October, CMMC won't be optional much longer. Let's zoom out. Rev 1 dropped in 2016, Rev 2 dropped in 2020, and Rev 3 in 2024. That's a 4-year cadence. Historically, the DoD trails adoption by about 2 years. That's why Rev 3 is expected to govern CMMC certification starting in 2026. Assessor training is already shifting toward Rev 3, which means if your assessment is more than a year out, you'll likely be judged against these newer, stricter controls. Here's what that means. If your assessment date is more than 12 months away, Rev 2 doesn't future-proof you. You may be judged by Rev 3 standards. And with a new version of the CMMC assessment process, the CAP, expected to drop after Title 48 goes final, even the assessment procedures may shift under your feet. Certifying against Rev 2 under the current CAP, you may be certifying against yesterday's standard with yesterday's playbook. DFAR 7012, 7019, and 7020 already demand a current assessment. If you've handled CUI in the past 5 years, chances are you've agreed to all 3, whether you realize it or not. 7012 binds you to the standard, 7019 requires you to report your scores and spurs, and 7020, that lets the DoD knock on your door and ask for proof. And what version are you preparing for? Are you aiming for Rev 2 or getting ready for Rev 3? If this is helping, hit like and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Rev 3 isn't a light edit. It adopts NIST's full control structure and introduces new requirements. Like Control 03.04.12, it demands hardened configs for every roaming laptop. That's a huge deal in a remote-first world. It means new hardware, new baselines, and FIPS 140-3 validated cryptography. Hardware, not just software. Most off-the-shelf laptops, they don't meet that standard. Neither do most firewalls, and those aren't cheap. Let's talk BYOD. Rev 3 practically retires it. If it's not corporately owned and 140-3 validated, it's not touching your CUI. Now you might ask, what if we use a secure enclave like GCCI, Azure Gov, Box, or Prevail? Doesn't matter. Rev 3 governs the device, not just the boundary. And if you're using a cloud provider, it better be FedRAMP authorized, not just equivalent. Otherwise, they'll need to show up at your audit with documentation in hand. There are over 80,000 contractors expected to comply, and as of last week, there are only 73 fully authorized C3PAOs. Just 168 assessments have been completed, and only 3 have been granted POAMs. That's a logjam, and your spot in line isn't guaranteed. Meanwhile, over 5,000 people have applied to join the CMMC ecosystem, but most are not assessors, and fewer still become leads, the only role allowed to certify a Level 2 assessment. So even if all 5,000 were approved tomorrow, it wouldn't solve the bottleneck, especially when Title 48 drops and tens of thousands of contracts will be requiring certified contractors. Here's a truth they don't tell you. With so few lead assessors, you get one shot, fail, and they move on to the next OSC. And the numbers back this up. Only 3 POAMs allowed? If you're not ready, your opportunity passes to someone who is. That's why waiting for Rev 3 to become final is dangerous. The race has already started, and there's no guarantee you'll get a second lap. Here's a practical tip most DIBs miss. If your cage code or UAI isn't correct, your CMMC certification may not even register in EMAS. That's not a scare tactic, that's straight from the Cyber AB. Check it out now, save the rework. That's why measuring your posture against Rev 3 isn't just wise, it's essential. My godfather was a carpenter. He told me, measure twice, cut once. Start with a true Rev 3 assessment. Anything else, you're just checking boxes in the dark. Measure twice, cut once. Need help getting started? We'll give you free access to our GRC platform. Just scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description so you can benchmark your Rev 3 readiness with confidence. Now smash that like button if this gave you clarity, subscribe for more CMMC updates, and hit the bell so you're the first to know.